Hey everybody, welcome back to Dead Man DZ's Kanji Study Sessions. We got 12 new vocabulary words from the JLPT N1 list today, and as always, if we see new kanji that we don't know yet, we're going to write them down 10 times, go over their readings, their meanings, and how to remember them based on the radicals that make up the kanji. If we see a new word but it's made of kanji we've already studied, we're just going to go over the meanings of the two kanji and how they come together to make our new word, and we'll write those down 3 to 5 times while saying them out loud. If you don't want to listen to me say things out loud a bunch while I write them down, head on over to YouTube and you can skip ahead to the interesting parts where I explain how to remember the kanji. And if you just want these word lists, head on over to Google Drive and you can download it at will. Our first word of the day is Kinko. Kin on the left side for an average or a balance, and ko on the right side, our new kanji for an equilibrium, scale, or measuring rod. Radicals in this kanji are our going kanji on the outside. If you recognize these two on the outside together, they make our kanji go, iku. And inside we have a field, and the kanji for big. This one is small, and I'm going to ignore it because I can. So the way I'm trying to remember this is there's a big field in the middle and you're going over it, specifically by steps, in order to measure it by how many steps it is, as you would with a measuring rod. I know that's a loose connotation or a loose connection to what the kanji actually looks like. If you come up with a better meaning or a better way to remember it, please use your way and not mine. My ways are dumb. Ko is an equilibrium, scale, or a measuring rod. Like when you're going across a field, a large field, measuring it by steps. Ko is a measuring rod, equilibrium, or scale. Measuring rod, equilibrium, or scale is ko. Crossing or going across the big field. Ko. Ko is equilibrium, measuring rod, or scale. By measuring the big field by going over it. Measuring rod, scale, or equilibrium. Kinko is our equilibrium or balance itself. Literal translation of kinko is probably something along the lines of a balanced equilibrium, which is the same as an equilibrium. I understand that kind of goes with the meaning, but there's a lot of overlap with kanji. Kinko is a balanced equilibrium. An equilibrium or a balance is a kinko. Kinko is an equilibrium or a balance. Number 2 is a kuroto. Kuro on the left side, I think for kind of extravagant, mysterious. So this is mysterious on the left side, and on the right side we have person or a hito. So a kuroto is an expert, a professional, or a master. I'm thinking of like a mysterious martial arts master for this one. Can also mean a woman in the nightlife business, meaning a mysterious woman at night is kind of a woman of the night, if you will. Kuroto. This one's probably going to have to be mostly rote memorization too. Mysterious person, literally translated, is actually an expert or closer to a mysterious person, a woman of the night. Kuroto. Kuroto. Kuroto is an expert or a master, or a woman in the nightlife business, a kuroto. Kuroto is an expert, master, or a woman in the nightlife business. Number 3 is a gijido, a debate thing hall. Which is an assembly hall, a parliament house, a diet building, a capitol, or a congress hall. Kind of one of those important buildings where people gather and talk about government. A gijido, a debate or discussion thing. Hall is a gijido. An assembly hall, the Congress Hall, or a Capitol, a Diet building. A gijido is an assembly hall. Gijido is an assembly hall. Gijido desu. Gijido. Gijido is an assembly hall or a debate thing hall. A hall for debating things is an assembly hall or a gijido. Gijido. Number 4 is kotogara, or a thing's pattern or shape, a circumstance. I like circumstance for this word because it's kind of as amorphous as a circumstance, right? A circumstance is that odd combination of things and things and the context those things are in, and that kind of fits the literal translation. Kotogara is the pattern or the shape that things are in. Kotogara is a circumstance, matter, or an affair. A kotogara. Kotogara is the pattern of an event or a thing. A kotogara is a circumstance or an affair. Kotogara is a circumstance, affair, or a matter. Kotogara. Kotogara is an affair, circumstance, or matter. Kotogara. Kotogara desu. Number 5 is hon shin. Hon on the left side for true, and shin on the right side for your heart or mind. But in this case, we're talking about the feelings of your heart or mind. Hon shin are your true feelings or what you're really thinking or feeling. Hon shin is true feelings. Hon shin desu. Hon shin are true feelings. Honshin are true feelings. Number 6 is I soul. I on the left side for love or affection, and soul on the right side for kind of idea or imagination. So I soul is our noun for amiability, friendliness, fondness, compliments, civilities, or hospitality. I think it's also a not adjective. Nope, it's just a noun. So amiability and friendliness makes sense. Compliments or civilities also make sense. It's kind of you're giving some love ideas or some affectionate ideas, or hospitality, showing some affectionate ideas. Aiso are affectionate ideas or affectionate feelings. Hospitality. Aiso is affection, amiability, or hospitality. Aiso. Fondness, amiability, likability, or hospitality. Aiso. Aiso. Aiso is amiability, friendliness, or compliments and civilities. Aiso. In Japanese life, there's a lot of compliments and civilities, so I'm sure there's got another word for this. Aiso are ideas of likability or affection, meaning civilities, hospitality, or amiability itself. Number 7 is a compass. This is all katakana. Should be pretty easy to remember. This is both kinds of compass. Can be a compass just like in English. A compass is either like a metal rod compass that shows you north, or it can be a compass like that shows and measures angles, like you might see like a compass and sextant kind of deal that you might see on a old fashioned boat, or maybe they probably still have a backup compass even on today's modern boats. Anyway, it can also mean your legs step or gait, and I'm guessing this is because of the kind of stepping motion you use to use the compass, the navigation kind of compass for ships, or for angles, I should say. Compass is a compass. Compass is a compass. A compass. Is a compass. Number 8 is suiageru. Literally, to suck up. Suiageru is to suck up, to draw up, or to siphon. This one's a pretty literal translation. Su is our word for drawing in, inhaling, or sucking, and ageru on the right side is literally to raise, but I'm kind of translating it here as to suck up in the exact same way that we use that in English. Suiageru. Though not the colloquial way in which we mean to kind of brown nose. Suiageru is to suck up, draw up, or siphon. Suiageru. Suiageru is to suck up, draw in, or siphon. Suiageru. Suiageru desu. Number 9 is another easy katakana one with deriketo. Deriketo is delicate, sensitive, or subtle. Pretty much a direct translation of delicate as well. Deriketo is delicate. Deriketo. Number 10 is en-sen. En on the left side for following along something like a beach or a railway, and sen on the right side for a line, indicating the railway itself, a bus route or a major road. So this is following along some kind of geographical line. En-sen is following along a line. Probably, usually, when talking about a geographical line, like a railroad, main road, or a shoreline, I'm sure. En-sen. Engan, for instance, is a shoreline, meaning following along the beach. And here we have en-sen, which follows along some naturally occurring line. En-sen. Or not naturally occurring, I should say, but some fixtured line. En-sen is following along lines, literally translated. Colloquial meaning following along a railway, roadway, or major or bus route. En-sen. En-sen. Number 11 is keigen. Kei on the left side, this is karui no kei for light, and gen on the right side is a reduction. So a keigen is a light reduction or an abatement. It's just a reduction and not an extinguishing. Keigen is a light reduction. Keigen is a light reduction. Keigen desu. Keigen is a light reduction. 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 And finally, number 12, we have a raku. Sorry, this is a noun, raku no. No on the right side for agriculture, and raku on the left side are new kanji for dairy products and whey. This one is going to be entirely rote memorization because I have no idea how Western, alternatively, what's the other meaning for that? Radical. Sign of the bird, or the 10th sign of Chinese, plus every or each equals dairy products. Good luck on this one. I don't know how you're going to remember. Maybe you can remember. This one kind of looks like, this one has a lot to do with like, it's in a lot of like drinking. Sake has this kanji radical, or a form of this radical in it. So maybe you can pick that as like a milk bottle, and this is like a guy milking the teats of, I don't know. That's my best thing. Yeah, this kind of looks like from top down a guy sitting on a bucket and he's milking the cow. Okay, fair enough. Let's go with that. Let's try and look at this pictographically. Raku is dairy products or whey, with our guy sitting on a bucket milking a cow. This is one of those ateji where we're just taking either the sound or the meaning of a kanji and ignoring the other one when using it. In this case, we're ignoring. This isn't even ateji because we're ignoring both, and we're just going with what my dumb brain looks like. So maybe don't do this. Maybe do this. Whatever helps you think. Whatever helps you remember. Raku is dairy farming or whey, with our weird cow being milked by a dude with his arms out on a bucket. Raku is a dairy farm, or is dairy farming or whey. And raku no is dairy farming, or the agriculture of dairy. Raku no. That's not no. I got no wrong. Raku no no raku plus no. Raku no is literally translated dairy agriculture or dairy farming. And that's going to be it for today. Let's go back to the top, make sure we put some good little plants in our memory where all these words are going to go. Make sure you're making flashcards of these and immersing yourself in Japanese to get the full learned out of it. Our first word of the day was equilibrium, or a balance, with kinko. Kin on the left side for average or balance, and ko on the right side, where we are going over a large field and measuring it like a measuring rod. But it also means equilibrium. So a balanced equilibrium is a kinko. An expert professional master or a woman in the nightlife business is a kuroto. Kuro is genkan no gen, and to on the right side is our person. Expert master or woman in the nightlife business. An assembly hall is a gijido. Gi on the left side for to debate. Ji in the center for matters and things. And do on the right side for a hall. A hall where you debate things is a gijido. A matter, thing, affair, or circumstance. This was kotogara. Koto on the left side for things and matter, just like from gijido no ji. And gara on the right side for a pattern. Kotogara is the pattern that a certain matter or event takes, its circumstance or matter. One's true feelings are honshin, hon on the left side for book or for truth, and shin on the right side for a heart or a mind. Amiability, friendliness, or fondness is, aiso. Ai on the left side for love or affection, and so on the right side for ideas of it, meaning hospitality, amiability itself, or compliments and civilities. A compass of both kinds is kompasu in katakana. It's a pretty easy one. To suck up, to draw up, or to siphon is suiageru. Sui on the left side for inhaling or sucking up, and ageru on the right side for lifting, raising, or finishing. But in this case, we're talking about suiageru, used in the same way we do in English, to suck up. Delicate is delicato. Delicato is delicate. Alongside a railway line or a bus route is en-sen, or literally translated, following along a line. En-sen is along a bus route or major road. En-sen. An abatement or a reduction is a light decrease with a keigen. Keigen is a light decrease or an abatement. And finally, dairy farming is raku no. Raku on the left side with our weird cow being milked by a dude on a stool or a bucket, and no on the right side for agriculture and farming. That's it for today, guys. I hope you had a good week, and I will see you all hopefully tomorrow. Well, maybe not tomorrow. It's going to be a late one for me. And to see you off for the weekend, here's Give Me Chocolate by Baby Metal. If you don't know Baby Metal, check them out. They're cool. Sayonara.